All right, everyone. Welcome to Off the Top with Eric Paris and Red. I'm one of your hosts, Eric, and joining me tonight are.
Your boy P.
And it's your boy Red.
How's it going, fellas?
It's today been a good sleepy day for me. I've been getting a lot of
Yeah.
rest.
It's
What
I've been
about
out
you?
all day.
It's that daylight savings time, you know. I remember
Um,
like going to bed early specifically to I'll get up early, fucking 11 o'clock. I'm like, God damn it. You know?
yeah. Wait, do you get paid an extra hour for daylight saving times?
Nope. They take it. For night shift, they take it.
Oh no, some they do. It depends on the job, but it,
I know Desiree, well, working at the hospital, they take that hour.
Damn, they probably gonna take mine then.
it sucks
My job
because
frugal as hell.
you look at that clock and you think it's gonna turn to 1 a.m. and then nope, it's back to midnight. It's like
Back to fucking midnight.
it sucks.
Oh,
It
you talk about
does.
like fall back, they give you that hour. But if it's
Yeah.
spring forward, they take that.
Yeah, you don't get paid. But
Mm,
That's what I thought you were talking about.
yeah,
it sucks. It sucks.
it does.
Hey, that juice don't look like a Vernus, bro. What you drinking on?
Uh, it's a little flavored water. Just
Juice.
using the
Okay, I
bottle.
got you. Juice.
Electrolyte drink. It kind of tastes like Gatorade. The yellow
Because
one.
it's juice.
No, it's
Did they
water.
did they ban Gatorade everywhere else except for America?
Hmm? I
They
didn't hear
banned
that.
that shit.
I ain't never heard
Yeah.
that. That's
Hold on, let
Gatorade
me
too
look this shit
powerful.
up. Let's talk about it though.
I don't think
The topics.
that's. I don't think that's true.
That
Let me
does
look
not
it up.
sound true at all.
I mean,
All these
Gatorade's a
athletes
pretty
out
big
here, hell no.
company.
Gatorade is about as big as Nike. It might be some of the additives and stuff like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's banned in Europe and Japan.
Oh, probably for the colors. Yeah, I know that they just end up taking out the different colors if they are told to, and just re-put it
Yeah.
out there.
No, it's certain parts of Europe, but it's really banned in Norway and Austria.
Austria.
Austria?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it contains the same the colors, the yellow 5 and 6 and shit.
Yeah, which is weird because Austria's where Red Bull comes from, and Red Bull's got some wild stuff in there. It's not.
Man, I almost died off that. One Christmas season, I drunk like 5 or 6 my first time drinking them back to back because they were so nice. And my heart was beating really fast, but small flutters. Like I didn't even feel my heart beating until I pressed on it and had to focus. And I said, oh, damn,
Yeah.
it might be a problem here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I remember when like everybody was coming out with an energy drink. Like Mountain Dew had Amp, and then Red Bull came out, and then Monster, Rockstar, and then you started
Yeah.
seeing all the news stories of like young kids would be like playing a basketball game, and I'll drink a couple Red Bulls before the game, and then they'll have a heart attack on the court. That kind of stuff.
Damn.
Uh,
Y'all remember Pimp Juice?
I ain't never heard that
was
one.
that an energy drink? Was it like
Yes, it
was
was.
it?
It was gold and silver. It was
I remember cocaine. They sold that at Spencer's. I think they still spell it, and the actual cocaine.
I'm like, huh?
Well, no. It was a canned energy drink called cocaine,
Oh
and
goodness.
yeah, like
I think it
How
was
the
either
hell did they
Nelly
even get out?
or Snoop Dogg that like was sponsoring that damn juice. Um,
that sounds like a Snoop Dogg thing.
yeah, here it is right here. Pimp juice. Oh damn, it's not gonna focus right. Fuck. Pull it up. You know how you do that shit, E.
Okay.
Y'all can look it up yourself. Pimp juice energy drink.
Yeah,
But yeah, I know my shit, bro. It was as at our liquor store for the longest. I used
yeah.
to like that shit.
I used to
They
only
said
drink those
they used to
Rippets.
make this so strong.
The Rippets.
Yeah, Ripet energy drink.
Yeah, I remember they still. I think they still have those.
I remember it gave me a hangover feeling. I had
I
a
remember.
headache like a motherfucker.
Was it Monster that came out with the small concentrate one? It was like called the Hitman shots.
Damn.
And those things that was because the big the 48-hour energy little drinks
Mm-hmm.
came out, and
Yeah.
so all the energy drinks wanted to make their own version of that, and it was just more concentrated, more dangerous, so they had to
Yeah,
put
that
like
shit
warnings
always
on them.
sound like poison to me. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
They said that
Yeah.
was the truck driver's dream, but it fucked him over at the end of the day.
Yeah, I think we talked about this before, P, where it's like there's so little regulation with like putting stuff inside a vitamin store and just slapping it'll improve focus, and it's
Hmm.
like it could literally be made in someone's kitchen,
Yeah, that's why
Yeah.
they always
And
say it's not FDA approved on all of them,
Yup. Yup.
on
yeah,
everything.
yeah,
I need that third party testing, baby.
yeah. All right. Well, going on today, we got a lot of show and movie news to catch up on, and as
Hmm.
well as Paris going to give us a quick update on what he thought about Avatar. But leading in, we're going to start with this news. Some people laughed, some people were upset. Mike Tyson has agreed to fight Jake Paul for, I believe, July 20th, and it will be on Netflix. Guys, do you have anything to say about
It's
this?
already pre-recorded.
Netflix.
No, no, no. It's going to be on Netflix live.
When the
So,
when
How
the
the hell
fuck
they
they
gonna do
start
that?
making that?
I don't
That's
know,
crazy.
but if I'm someone like Dana White, I'm not too happy about this because this could be the norm of guys
I
just
was
scheduling their own fights.
I was just gonna say that that's probably why they increasing the Netflix price prior to this
Yup.
fight. Because
I can see
what
that.
last week they just announced that they was gonna go up on Netflix again.
Again?
Yeah,
Yeah,
And they're like $17 now?
I it depends. They still have the tiered, like with
with
commercials,
the
depending on
commercials.
how many
Yeah.
people you have in your thing. I don't think it's because of this, because in my opinion, I don't think boxing moves the needle like that anymore. But Jake Paul fans do. But I doubt Netflix made that decision because of this fight.
I,
Um,
I think it's because they keep putting all these shows on there, bro. Like, I don't know, like, they've been bringing some heat to this motherfucker for real.
yeah,
But it's that to me don't mean charge me an extra $3.
right, right.
You know, at when you got millions of fucking subscribers, a little too much in my book.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but a lot of people were upset because professional fighters coming out and saying Jake Paul should be ashamed because you're literally fighting someone that is damn near triple your age. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and you have other people saying, "Oh, Mike Tyson's gonna tear him to shreds," and it's like, I don't know, like
Mm-mm.
I doubt that. But to me, either way, like, is it gonna draw eyeballs and dollars? Yeah, but
Mm-hmm.
Jake Paul needs to stop calling himself a fucking fighter if he just keeps fighting retirees or dudes that aren't in the sport.
Very
Like,
true.
it's if you're fighting dudes that are just trying to get a quick buck and are already, too already out of their prime, or you're fighting guys that are in UFC for most of their lives and you're gonna give them 3 months to train. Like, to me, it's like you're not a real fighter, dude.
He
Yeah.
he
Fight
he.
fight Canelo Alvarez. Like
Yeah.
Yeah,
fight
no,
an
he got to earn
actual.
that.
Yeah, but I mean, like, you got to fight somebody if you're gonna keep calling yourself this. Like, you can't demand this respect if you don't fight anybody. In my
True.
opinion,
Yeah, he
Now, is
taking
this a
the Floyd Mayweather blueprint, like post fighter Mayweather, because Mayweather is on
yeah,
exhibitions and shit like that. But
I
he's
was about to
taking
ask
that.
that.
Yeah, he's taking that to the extreme of making it official fights, quote
yeah,
unquote.
yeah, yeah. He's basically taking the exhibition part of it and it's like, oh, let's make this the actual main event instead of the like Manny Pacquiao does the exhibition fights all the time, and it brings a lot of people. It does, but it's like that's not the main event because it doesn't mean
Mm-hmm.
anything.
Right,
But
right.
here
Hmm.
Jake Paul's trying to make it mean something, and it's
Mm-hmm.
But as far as the Mike Tyson thing go, Mike Tyson's power for sure probably still there. If his prime was 100% power, him in his 650s, 60s is probably like 75, but that's still taking somebody's head off. If he
yeah.
connect you one
Yeah.
good ass time with that hook, it's a wrap. That
That's
body
and
shot hook to the uppercut.
who was that guy that he fought? That other old guy that he fought, him and Mike. What the fuck
Oh,
was it?
Roy Jones. No, not Roy. No, Roy
Yeah, it
Jones.
was. It was Ray Jones. When they fought, oh man, like I had expectations that it was nostalgia, roast into glasses. I thought Mike Tyson was going to go in there and go crazy. He didn't. Slow. His stamina's not there. Obviously, he has been fighting for most of his life.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like Jake Paul can hurt Mike Tyson. Like, it is a very good likelihood that Mike Tyson is going to get some sort of damage done on this fight. And it's
Yeah.
like, for what, dude? Like, like
Hmm.
His bounce
for what?
back isn't there. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, we can take a punch and he that's his field and shit. I get that part. But at that age, you can't take a punch like you did in your fucking 20s, bro.
Yeah. It's to me I feel like it's reckless. To
And
me I
it's a
feel like,
serious punch at that. Like it's
yeah.
consecutive hits, and if you haven't
Mm-hmm.
taken a hit like that within 10 years, your reflex, you know, the slippage, that's
Yeah,
not gonna be there at all. So he gonna
yeah.
get a clean one.
I feel like there should be somebody on both sides saying this isn't a good idea, guys. Like,
Yeah,
like I understand it. Like it's big names. Yeah, it's cool, but it's like this is not safe. This is not a good thing to do. Like this.
yeah.
But
Now,
I
Because you
mean,
how
gotta
like,
much
think.
money on the table though?
oh, I'm sure there's a lot. I'm sure Netflix is putting up a bunch. Let's see if it's anything in here.
Well, while you looking that up, I was gonna say, well, as far as like Mike Tyson, um, like I said, dog, if he get a good rib shot on Jake, well, the uppercut is over for him. But
Mhm.
Jake, him being a younger person, obviously he gonna fight on the outside, like jabs, crosses. He is not gonna be dumb enough to go on the inside.
Yeah, hopefully.
Shit, I won't even do that shit.
Nah, yeah,
Yeah,
because you know he gonna take his fucking head off.
yeah. Think about it. Mike Tyson probably still got like 40 pounds on Jake too.
That's a big weight,
That's a lot of power, man.
man.
And what ain't Jake Paul should be taller than him.
I
So
think he is.
the reach gonna be it's gonna be a jab cross for Jake Paul if he's smart. But if he get aggressive, I mean he can probably still, you know, with Mike Tyson's speed not being there, he could be aggressive and, you know, do a couple inside.
But you
Okay.
know, Mike Tyson love to get close though.
I know that's his thing. He
Yeah.
gonna do that little crouch.
Yeah, get in close as fuck. Break them ribs down. Break the body down. You
Cause you
break
gotta think
down.
about it. He's a untamed, well, he's a tamed person right now. But if
Hmm.
Jake hit him and it hurt, he gonna probably snap back and do that God of War shit. Like
Yeah,
what?
That's the hope. That's the hope that something like that happens.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
and then because honestly, like you brought up Floyd Mayweather earlier when was it Jake Paul that fought Floyd?
Yep. And
I
they
forget
said Floyd
forget
almost
which
knocked
one
No,
him
it
it
was
was.
out.
not
I,
Jake. It was
it was Logan Paul.
yeah, Logan.
Yeah, I always confuse
Oh,
them because they all have different aspirations with professional combat sports. But the things
okay.
that got me with that one was Floyd Mayweather. You could tell at times was like, "Hey, take it easy. This is an exhibition. Like we're getting paid a ridiculous amount of money to make a show of it." You know
Oh, he almost
that.
knocked him out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's the thing. Like Mike or Floyd Mayweather was smart enough to like, hey, let's make this go a while. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah.
whereas I feel like Mike Tyson is not going. They're not going to be having those meetings before the fight of, hey, let's try to get this going so we could set up a second fight. Mike Tyson's gonna be like, no, if I knock your ass out, you're going down. You know, like I feel
Not the
like Mike
voice.
Tyson's not about the, oh yeah, let's get some more money out of this. I think he's.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, like Mike Tyson's
He
made a
already at
decent
an
amount of money.
age.
Yeah,
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 he's a rich man, bro.
yeah,
He's not tripping on none of that.
yeah.
He didn't want to
But yeah,
relive them glory days though.
yeah, as far as the dollar amount, the respective purses for who makes what has not been released yet.
Mm,
But it has been said before. Paul said in previous podcasts that he believed a fight with Tyson would generate around 300 million. So who knows? But yeah, there's a decent, to me, like just the fact that this is going to be on Netflix instead of another boxing platform like HBO or ESPN. Even like to me, that's okay. Netflix hasn't really dipped their toe in this space yet. Amazon has with I forget, they own a boxing promoter company outside of Asia, and they do like Muay Thai fights all the time that you can watch
okay.
on Amazon Prime. But I've never seen a fight on Netflix before.
So
Me
if
neither.
you have a Netflix account, are they gonna charge extra just to watch it again, or
I have
just to
no
watch
idea.
it? Because
I have
that'd
no
be
idea.
I
retarded.
feel like it is because HBO, right? When you ordered HBO, you just had regular HBO.
Yeah, you
When you
still have to
wanted to
pay.
fight, that was
Yeah,
like an extra $20 or $100 or something like that.
yeah,
Mm.
So I think they're gonna hit us with the if you want to watch this,
yeah.
hopefully it's Netflix, $5. You feel me? That's me being frugal. Hopefully it's $5. I'm not paying no $100 for no damn Jake Paul or whatever the fuck his name is.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I'm not paying $100 for that.
Yeah, because I mean,
I mean,
honestly,
there's ways to watch it, but you
yeah,
know,
Yeah, Pete.
allegedly,
Yeah, Pete.
allegedly.
allegedly.
Yeah, there's
Man.
yeah. Shout out to those guys. We're not going to shout them out for obvious reasons. They know who they
Yeah,
are, and they're the real
Man,
ones out there.
for
man,
sure.
yeah,
I
trying
remember.
to
Do
Man.
you remember?
stream snipe.
Do you remember that one OG dude that did it? I forget. It was some UFC fight, and he streamed himself watching it on Twitch, but he had his controller out, and he put on there that he was playing like UFC 5.
Get the fuck out of here.
That's smart man.
Man. I
Smart
don't know if
man.
y'all ever heard about Omi and the Hellcat?
Mm-mm.
He
Mm-mm.
was one of the ones that made the uh the Fire Stick hacking. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
He the one that made the whole platform. He was making up to like 300 million almost a month type shit. Almost a year, I'm gonna say the type of year. But, you know, Fed charges hit his ass up. He in prison now.
Yeah, those are
Mm.
the glory. Those are the glory days.
I mean, he found the loophole and
Terrarium, Cinema HD,
yeah, like he had the
uTorrent.
loophole. He got that was him.
Yeah, yeah. uTorrent was
Yeah, yeah, that was
goaded.
him.
That was goaded.
He found the loophole. He got it knocked down to like 6 years, but he was looking at like triple life.
Yeah,
And it was like, what the fuck? And nobody gave him a cease and desist form. It was just like, bam, we got you. Prison time. This is what you're looking at. And he was like, I'll pay y'all back. They was like, no, you made too much money off this. We know you can pay it back. We want you to do time.
yeah.
So now he in prison.
I remember when I used to pirate like crazy. I would be like so fucking nervous because I'd be using my grandma's internet, and
Not Graham Graham.
and if they got a cease and desist, it would go to my grandparents' house, and they would have gotten a
Yeah.
letter from like NBC Universal or whoever the fuck it was
Mm-hmm.
that never came, you know. And then I did it for so long after that, it got to the point where like family members were, "Hey, can you get this one movie?" You know, I was like, "I got you, I got you."
You was that guy.
Yeah, but yeah,
Man.
LimeWire used to be that deal.
That was too much
That was a
viruses,
risk,
bro. I
though.
was
yeah,
nervous.
give
That
my
was a
computer
risk,
AIDS. That's what
You
that
feel me?
bro.
was.
If see, we older than most. No, most of our
Yeah.
audiences are age, right?
Nah, yeah, they're about our age. A little bit
All right,
older.
cool. So I used to go to the library to go to LimeWire, and I used to fuck their computers up. I was never gonna fuck up mine, but LimeWire and FrostWire was some of the
Yeah.
best shit ever, bro. Best shit ever. But you
Mm-hmm.
really have to test out that shit. It'll say, let's say Dune, that the two that just came out, right? Dune 2 just came out. And you would look at the little kilobytes, and it'd be like 13 kilobytes. You'd be like, damn, this is a quick ass movie. I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna download
Yeah.
it, have some space. That shit wasn't nothing but probably the picture. You
Yeah.
had to get that 2-3 gigabyte one.
Yeah.
But
You had to learn like what to look at, you know,
for sure, for
Yeah.
sure.
like you definitely had to be like, okay, like if there's no way this movie is out, you know, full HD, you know,
Mm-hmm.
week of like,
Yeah.
and then sure enough, if you got that one, it was, you know, the fucking camera setup that they had in there, you know,
Dog.
and it was like see
Mm-hmm.
people like walking by.
I
Like you had
hate
to
that
give it like
shit.
a good month, you know, and you got a really good copy if the text at the bottom said this is a this is a copy for
Motion.
award
Yeah.
season, you
Mm-hmm.
know, like that was like okay, we got the primo one.
Yeah. You
I
know
used
what
to
I never
watch it,
thought though?
grew up
My
watching
bad.
them Shadow Man's walking, so I got used to it. But
That
when you
almost
start
was
to get the
normal, but I
real one,
hated it.
the real deal, I was like, oh, I
Yeah.
can't go back now.
Elevated life.
Yeah.
Man,
You know what I always thought of though? The people that worked in the theater, I know it's illegal as hell, but like why they just never like recorded the shit? Like a manager? I
Yeah.
felt like as a manager I would have did that, not gonna lie. Like, oh yeah, let the staff pre-watch it, but I'm gonna watch it before them and
just
record
stick
the
a
whole
GoPro
thing.
against the wall in the
You
back.
feel me? I'll be on, bro. You can do it one time, that's it.
Oh, no, that reminds me. There's actually a similar story going on. It's not it's not a movie. It's a concert. Bad Bunny is suing a fan because this fan came in with like studio level recording equipment
Mm-hmm.
and was like posting videos on YouTube of damn near the full concert. And
Damn.
so
Mm.
Bad Bunny was suing this fan, and a lot of fans were kind of defending the fan and also defending, you know, the artist. But yeah, like I'm kind of on the same boat of if I intend to maybe release like a, you know, they call it like concert film, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah. They do a lot of those
like
now.
why the fuck are you putting my shit out there on YouTube for free and you're getting money off of it, you know?
True.
So
But they can hit them for copyrights, right? Because you know how YouTube is.
yeah, let's see. See if I can find a good. Looks like
All you gotta do is put in the text. I do not own the rights to this music, and that saves life.
yeah, you would think. Don't post it on YouTube. But yeah.
Damn, bro, that's fucked up.
It's crazy like how much you don't own your shit.
True,
Like it's
true.
wild like how anybody can just like, oh, I'm gonna put a filter on that, add some AI voice, and then it's mine now. It's like,
Yeah.
damn
Speaking of,
it.
yeah, I was gonna say, speaking of music, did y'all see that they're supposed to pass something where like music streams, artists supposed to get paid 0.003 cent?
I thought they already was.
Yeah, I thought they were changing it to a penny, at least a penny a stream.
So
Yeah,
it's going up.
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay, because I
I mean,
just seen
it's
Tyrese had
not
posted it like last week.
yeah, it's not set in stone. It's something that they want to work towards, but I kind of agree with it. Like, but I
Yeah,
also
this.
I think we talked about this a little bit before, like when Snoop Dogg was talking about how he'd gotten like a plaque for 1 billion streams and it was only like $43,000.
Yeah, bullshit.
But you have to understand, there's probably a good 40 people on the credits of that one song, you know. And the song that I think he was talking about was the song he did with Bruno Mars and Wiz Khalifa.
Mm,
So it gets split to those guys and their team, you know, and
okay.
then so $43,000 for one song is still, in my opinion, good. But like I understand what Snoop is talking about is it
Yeah,
is kind of crazy how little they get per stream. You know,
right.
it's
A
wild.
penny would have been way better. That would
Yeah.
have probably had him like 100K or something.
And speaking for streaming, are they still doing that one streaming service where they pay you like 15 an hour or something just for?
Kick.
Yeah, is
Yeah, they're
that
still doing that.
how is that working for people? 'Cause I haven't heard about it. I still see people on Twitch and
That's because it ain't
YouTube.
blow up big as Twitch yet. But it's slowly finna make it happen because Twitch just announced they about to start taking off everybody deals. No matter how big you are, like Casanet might be one of the only people with a deal. Everybody else is about to lose their deals.
Gonna do it by like per video basis of who's watching,
Mm-hmm.
Because
which is how it
Ninja
should
pretty
be.
big too.
Huh?
Ninja, the dude that play Fortnite, the blue hair.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he make like 3 million a month,
So he gonna lose his stuff
more
too.
than likely. Yep.
Damn.
I will
It's,
not
it's
cry.
bad.
I will not cry for these people.
Yeah, they in hundreds of millions of
Yeah, yeah.
dollars
I
right now.
remember
That
when what the fuck Microsoft made Mixer their own streaming service, and
I
then a
remember
bunch
that.
of
Yeah,
guys hopped on Mixer and they got like 6-figure, 7-figure deals in some cases to just leave their current platform and jump on that. And then Mixer closed less than a year later,
and they
and
kept the money,
those
bro.
people got like a free bag, and then they went
Yeah,
back to Twitch or YouTube wherever they were at,
did it again. I remember
and it's
that.
like that
Mm.
was the same thing happened. Golfers did it with the PGA and Live Golf. Live Golf was this Saudi-backed golf league, and a bunch of PGA golfers were like, "Fuck! Every time I'm missing the cut for a PGA event, I'm losing money." And then Live Golf is like, "Hey, come over here, where even the guy that places 40th gets a bag." So those guys jump ship, and then PGA is like, "All right, you can't do our tour events anymore." Again, like a year later, they're like, "Oh no, you guys are good." So these guys took huge deals to go to Live, and they can now play in PGA events now. It's
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
crazy
So
bag handling.
Crazy
just a
as
little side.
hell.
How did Castanet get famous?
He's a
'Cause
famous
Black
I'm
people,
just
YouTuber.
black people. I'm gonna say it right. It's just black people.
cause
Get the
I'm
fuck
finna
out of
say
here.
it's,
because
it's well,
like
no,
he just to me he just
it's
blew up within the last 6 months.
yeah, it's young
No,
people.
no.
It's young people and black people. It's not
So
6 months.
no, I'm
For
talking
probably
for me from when I
Yeah.
seen him. Cause what
oh
was that shit
He
where he
got
had New
years in
York?
the game, bro.
yeah.
Well, shit.
Years.
Honestly, he's the same thing with Shane Gillis. Like I mentioned him a couple weeks ago, he was going to be on SNL and all that. Shane
Mm,
Gillis has been doing his podcast, and like it's called Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast. He's been doing that shit for like 6 years,
mm,
and it didn't blow up until like the last year and a half, 2 years. So I mean, like Kai Cenat is kind of in the same boat of he's been doing
Hmm.
videos for a long fucking time,
Teenager,
but
like
it's
young
just
teenager,
now that he's getting noticed and has these deals.
by a bigger
the same thing with
crowd.
I Show Speed or
Yeah,
whatever.
I was gonna say him too, but
Yeah.
yeah, like like just do enough
And
of it,
Duke
and
and
eventually
Duke
it'll
Dennis. That's
happen.
my favorite one out of all of them. Duke.
Duke.
He a
Oh,
cool
Duke
guy.
Dennis.
Yeah, they call him like the Reds guy or whatever the fuck it is, but he a cool ass motherfucker though.
Hmm.
But yeah, them
Shit,
motherfuckers
he our
all
age.
he is though. They always call him Unky and Grandpa and shit like that. I said, damn, how old are y'all? Because he like 30 or 31 or something. But
Mm-hmm.
everybody now is like they combine and they're making like fucking Justice Leagues and motherfucking Avengers and shit now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if you play 2K, Agent Zero was a guy I was watching, and he's a part of that crew.
yeah,
They all stay in that one big ass house.
Yeah.
yep. Duke was the same way. He used to play 2K too.
I think Paul
Mm-hmm.
Brothers started that, didn't they? What was their fucking crew called?
Yeah. I don't fucking know, but they
Yeah,
was
it
getting
was
all the
fucking
youngest
corny.
people that was hot and just getting them in one house to
Yeah,
make
yeah,
content all the
yeah.
time.
They were smart because they didn't just do like like
Streams.
streamers,
Yeah.
they would bring in like Instagram models too to live with them,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then that would
Pranksters.
like
All that.
cross, so you have all these different cross pollinations of different
Mm-hmm.
viewerships. It was smart. I mean, but it annoyed all their fucking neighbors. I remember that.
Pretty
It was
sure.
Hmm.
like fucking people pissed off because they kept crashing, Maseratis into their pools and shit at 3 in the morning. Like, fucking
That's
terrible.
too much money for me, man.
Hmm.
Even though Maserati's a shit car, I'm still not about to crash it into my pool though, bro.
Yeah. Well, guys, this went off the rails. Avatar. Okay, so we talk a little bit about Avatar making its way to live action once again on Netflix, and then James and I were able to finish it. Paris, you said to episode 7.
Yeah, I'm
Uh,
halfway through episode 7.
yeah,
She
give
just made it
us
to the water temple.
yeah, give us your thoughts.
So to me personally, I understand what everybody was saying about the basically CGI being like 100% of the whole show, but to me it didn't
Yeah.
bother me.
Okay.
I can see where you say like the child actors, like how they voice their lines, it sounded kind of a little off,
A little corny.
especially with Aang. And who was the other one? The only natural one was what was his name? Soka.
Saka.
Yeah, the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
on
Yeah. He
and
was pretty
him and
cool.
the dude with the shit on his face, the fire dude.
Oh
Ozuko.
damn.
Okay.
Yeah, Zuko. Those two, and the old Asian man. Those three seemed like they was natural when it came to
For
the acting
sure.
part.
Oh
Er,
wow. Okay.
Ozaru.
to me,
Okay.
because he was like the uncle. He was like a comedic relief in a way.
Yeah.
And yeah, it did not bother me. I mean, albeit I was watching it when I was at work, so I wasn't
Mhm.
like binge watching it. But for the parts that I can recall, it was really good.
Okay.
Okay.
Um, the part where old girl, the water lady, when she had her little powers, like just seemed like instant. Like that
Just just
was offset.
just started doing shit.
Yeah, because like I'm like, how
yeah.
the hell she turned this bitch to ice block and then start slicing or
Yeah.
doing a little
Yeah.
shuriken shit? So I was like, damn, she she killing it.
Well, no, yeah, because I think I brought that up in that scene. They're like, "Where'd you learn that?" And she's like, "I saw Earthbenders doing it." And it's like that doesn't make sense because
Yeah.
Earthbenders have a different style, and
Hmm.
Man.
and like Waterbender, like you're not supposed to be able to just do what other things do and be able to emulate your bending
Just
to it.
watching it. Hold
She's
on.
Again,
the
like I
one.
sound like a nerdy
She should have been
asshole, but
yeah, she should have been the avatar doing that type of stuff.
yeah.
Man.
But what was that scene when you said you seen the pebble floating?
Oh, I put it in the podcast last week, but there's a scene from the M Night Shyamalan Netflix, not
Yeah.
Netflix, the M Night Shyamalan Avatar movie,
Hmm.
and there's legit 3 guys that are like doing a whole huh, 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 and
Bro.
you see like a one small block,
And it's like this.
yeah, moving slow as fuck.
Okay,
Terrible.
because I was hyper focused on that scene. I was like, where I don't see it. I don't know if I missed it.
That
Probably
was
Yeah.
doing
M. Light
some.
Shyamalan,
Yeah,
bro.
that was James talking about how like the bending in this one was more believable than
Oh,
to the
okay.
animated,
Yeah,
whereas the
okay.
movie was kind of they did like another thing the movie did that was annoying was like the firebenders couldn't create fire. They had to bring like braziers with them all the time that had
Mm.
flames in them
Mm-hmm.
because M
Man,
Night
that's
Shyamalan was
far
like
from
it's
it.
kind of unfair that the firebenders can just make fire, and it's like yeah, that's the whole point. Like that's why they could easily take over the world if they wanted to,
Yeah.
like. But yeah.
So, all right. So out of the 4 elements, what's y'all opinion? Who? I mean, obviously the show make it seem like Fire Nation is the strongest, but
Yeah.
which element do y'all feel is the strongest?
I'm fired for sure every time. You see my colors, bro? Stop playing with me.
All right, including anime, not just the live action, but including the anime one.
Yeah.
To me, I feel it's the water only because of the blood bending.
Blood bending.
That's
Yeah,
very
yeah.
nice.
I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah,
everybody
that's
don't
very
have
nice.
blood bending, but for that person who lucky enough
Yeah.
to get it, oh, he's that dude
Well,
because
no, no, no.
it don't
Yeah,
matter.
that was something they had to learn. So like water bending had blood bending,
Mm-hmm.
air bending. What was the special thing they
Flight.
could do?
Flight.
Yeah,
No,
was
it
it
was
flight?
flight and spirit bending, but you can interchange those two.
And then earth bending was either sand
Metal
bending
bending.
or metal bending,
Yep,
and
yep.
What
in
about
some
magic?
Sludge.
yeah, lava bending too.
Yeah,
Yep.
And then which one am I missing?
fire had
Fire
lightning.
was
Then
lightning.
Fire bending
Yeah,
was
lightning.
lightning.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
which annoyed the fuck out of me.
Because I didn't
And
understand the correlation.
no. I understand lightning. I understand that. The part that annoyed me was when they did the sequel series, Legend of Korra,
Mm-hmm.
and you had a lightning the guys lightning bending, and they were working in a power factory. Like they were working a 95 and a 9 to 5 in a power factory. And I
Mhm.
was
Mm-hmm.
like, this crazy rare thing that not many people can do. And it's like, oh yeah, these guys just work at the power plant. It's like that to me,
Yeah.
like it made it so redundant. Like,
Yeah, that metal
I
bending, that
get it.
shit crazy too. Like
Yeah.
you can
yeah,
poison somebody. That's crazy. But
You
I
said
feel blood bending is, huh?
you said poison somebody how?
They put the metal inside them, and they can't use any of their abilities. It was part of the Legend
Oh,
of Korra.
yeah.
okay, I got you. I got you. But
Yeah.
when I think of firebending, I think of like, okay, if everything was taken away from me, I can still have heat. I can still cook food. I can use it for flight. I can use it for offense. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. That's what I be thinking of when I think of like which one do I want. But
Hmm.
for sure, firebending for sure. It's flashy as fuck. Boy, I look good with this shit. Stop playing with me.
Probably, honestly, for me, it's either earthbending or water bending. One of them.
Earthbending is a really good one because you got
Like,
structures all
yeah.
the
I mean,
time.
honestly, like if you're in the middle of fucking Kansas, you wouldn't pick water bending because you're landlocked. Like you can't really
Yeah.
do shit. You have to be by water for that to make sense.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think I'd probably pick earthbending. There's just so
Unless
much.
you strong enough to sense any type of water, and you can pull that shit from sewage and sewage lines and shit like
Pull that
that.
bitch out the air, the moisture.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't. I think Katara was able to do that later on.
Yeah. She was
Yeah,
pulling that bitch from trees.
yeah. Katara's OP. They made her OP.
They did. And
Yeah, because
Aang
you
was
can
the little
heal,
brother.
and then like you say, you could do the like turning this shit to ice. You know,
Yeah. Some
so
nice
it
shit
could be
though.
offensive when you make So everything has its pros and cons. But
Mm-hmm.
that air shit, obviously you can fly, but you can
Yeah,
also be uh like take air away from somebody, like
Yep,
take
take
them
it
out
out
their
the lungs.
lungs.
Yeah.
yeah. That's
Man,
that's that's the Gyatso theory. Did you
man.
How
guys
he
see
killed
that?
himself in the temple.
Yeah.
And not even
Yeah.
that, he killed the queen too, the Earth Queen in Legend of Korra. It was the guy that killed the queen.
Yeah. Well, no,
Mm.
in the animated, when Aang finds Gyatso's body, there's no like fire scorching marks anywhere. So like, but he's surrounded by like 30 firebenders, and they're all dead, including him. So the
Mm-hmm.
theory is that Gyatso must have taken the air out of everybody's lungs in the room, including himself, and that's how they all died.
Mm,
It's like that's fucking brutal.
man.
Yeah. I would have kept me a little pocket right here.
Yeah.
And then you gotta think about
Put
it.
a fishbowl in it.
You feel me?
The air shit, you can't see it. Like obviously in the
You
animated,
cannot.
they make it
Yeah.
seem like you can see it, but that could be the most deadly one.
Yeah.
Can
Wind
you
Yeah.
imagine a
safe.
fucking tornado though?
Yeah. I think it is
I
because
terrorize shit.
that's why they made the airbenders like peaceful monks and nomads,
Yeah.
because they could easily be the most dangerous ones, like just like what you said with the taking the air out of the lungs, that it's
Mm-hmm.
over. Like you can't airbend
And then, yeah, you can't
before.
make
Yeah,
fire without air or oxygen.
yeah,
True.
yeah,
True.
yeah.
Once they take that, it's gone. Take it out the
Hmm.
room. I'm just doing this.
And that you can like easily assassinate anybody because it's quiet. Just
Yeah.
make a little thing around the head. Who gonna see that? They're just gonna see somebody choking.
He ain't that chicken. Never mind, I sound dumb. Never mind.
You
Why
say
did
he in
I
there
pick chicken?
cheating.
No, I was like, he ate that chicken bone. I'm like, why did I pick chicken?
Shit.
Of all shit. All
But
right.
Yeah.
yeah, they were talking about balance and man, that's
Yeah.
they knew
Well, yeah. I
they
mean,
knew who to kill first. They knew who to kill first.
it's supposedly supposed it's a kid show. It's supposed to be for kids. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, it's a good
Nah.
one.
They need to see if they're gonna do some reanimations or live action. They need to make it for us. We grew up. Remake that shit for us. Keep the
Yeah,
little PG
that
13 for them, and
that's
then
what I was
remake it.
gonna. That's what I was gonna ask you. Like, did you guys watching this, because you both have watched it? Did you guys think that they were catering too much to the younger audience, or do you
For
think it
sure.
was just about right?
I feel like, okay, around our age that we watched it, I feel like this catering to that age too.
Hmm.
Well, as far as the live action, yeah, they straddling the fence because, like I said, they made what you said the girl name was?
Katara.
Yeah, they made Katara OP, But the attacks that she was doing, she easily could have, instead of just throwing blocks at somebody, she could have made them sharp and just decapitated them.
Oh no,
So
okay. Well, they still have to keep in line with what
yeah,
the
yeah,
show's
that's what I'm
doing.
saying. So they straddling the fence, like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's sweet, but just make it a little thin.
Fucking some
Make it
shurikens.
over.
Yeah.
Sing, sing,
Yeah,
sing.
man.
But yeah,
They knew what to do.
since the last episode we had the podcast, they did confirm that seasons 2 and 3 are happening. So they're more than likely going to finish the whole series. So good
It
for
was
them.
good. It was
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
I give it 8 out of 10.
Yeah, like we mentioned, I hope they they will become better actors. They're not just
You
going to
don't
be
think it's
like
an eight
this
out of
the
10?
entire time. I honestly would give it like a 7. Like I
Yeah.
enjoyed it, but like I was hoping for
I was
a little
thinking
more.
6.8, 7.
7. So why 7? Because of the acting for the kids?
I can't get past the background. I'm gonna just be honest. That's just
The
me.
CGI.
Everything looked
Just
like a
the
stage
CGI.
play. Yeah.
So
I can.
if it wasn't live actors and more like a 3D ish like type of
I don't know.
animation, would it have been better?
I don't think so.
I don't think
I
so
don't think
either.
so. Mm-mm. Like
Honestly, for me, the biggest black eye is Uncle Iroh. Like I do not like that actor. Like that sounds that sounds like really bad, but to me, he's not that
That's
great of
Zuko's
an actor.
uncle, right?
Yeah.
yeah,
To
Uncle
me, he's
Iroh.
not that great of an actor. He's only been in a couple things as like kind of like he's been in what was that show with Simu Lee had on Netflix? Kim's Convenience. He was on that.
Yes,
He was on
I like that show.
yeah, he was in Star Wars, a couple cameo characters. But Uncle Iroh is a big part of Avatar. Like for
Hmm.
not just Zuko, but for Avatar
Yeah,
too. And
and for what's her name? The blonde girl. What the fuck is her name? Toph.
yeah, like she's
He's
not
like
blonde.
everybody blind. She is blind.
Oh, blind. I thought you said blonde. Okay.
No, blind.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's gonna be in the
But
next season, though,
but
right?
yeah,
'Cause she ain't
Uncle
in this
Iroh
one.
is a big, meaningful character, and in this one,
Mm-hmm.
like you said, he was more for comic relief.
Hmm.
There is one scene they did that I thought was okay. It did the character justice, and it was the scene where he has the funeral of his son, because that's not in the animated one at all. So that was, to me, I thought it was a good take.
They didn't show the funeral, but they did show him plant the
Yeah,
little
but
incense and stuff.
we,
Yeah.
we never saw Uncle Iroh in the Fire Nation after his
True.
son
Very
died.
true.
Like,
Very true.
so like
So I think the reason why I gave it a little bit more leeway is because I didn't watch the anime through and through when I was growing up. So
You
y'all
want me to
have
give it to
that
you?
back, huh?
You want me to give it to you?
No, I mean
I,
I got my ways to watch
I about to say I got both of them on DVD.
it.
You know what I'm saying?
I got my ways to watch it all
All
with
right,
this.
boss. All right, boss.
But anyway, yeah. So like with y'all having the background of watching, episode 1 all the way through the finale, I haven't had that luxury. So I'm only viewing it through the lens of just the live action, and then remembering the bits and pieces that I did watch when I
Yeah.
right.
was watching it.
Yeah, that's
So
fair.
I'm not as harsh per se.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll give you that.
it's a good show. Check it out when you get a chance.
Yeah.
Moving on to another big thing that released, Dune Part 2 hit theaters.
Talk about it, E.
Yeah, so it came out, I want to say last weekend, and I got a chance to watch it yesterday with with Seth, who is probably the biggest Dune head that I know.
Mm.
This thing is fucking epic. Like
Really?
the scale of this is insane. Like it's, to me, like it's, I understand why this had such a large budget. Um, but yeah, so I'm gonna try and keep it spoiler free for the most part.
Okay.
Mhm.
But if you watched the first Dune movie, this is right off the jump continuation. It's not like
Okay.
days or
No
weeks
time
later.
skip.
It's like nope, it's literally like the next day.
Okay.
Um, so it is like 2 hours and 39 minutes long. It's a very long movie. Um, but yeah, like it's Denis Villeneuve, the director, going crazy in cinematography. Like if you want a movie that is going to give you uh, the biggest fucking beautiful thing to look at, this is it. Like if there's any movie that you go to the theaters to see, it's this one. Like
Okay.
watching it at your home, you're not going to get it justice at all. The
Mhm.
sound design's incredible. Like there's the sandworms. That's not a spoiler. They are in this one as well. Like when you hear the sandworm coming towards you, it felt like something was thundering at you. Like
Should I watch part 1 first?
I would recommend it, like, because it is a very kind of convoluted story. Like, there's a lot of different things going on at the same time,
Okay.
so like names that come up every now and then, different planets. But yeah, it's good. The cast is great. Timothy Chalamet does a good job. He obviously matured since the last one, got a little bit bigger.
Hmm.
Zendaya is great as always. Florence Pugh is great. It's cool seeing Christopher Walken in there. It's cool seeing Josh Brolin in there. Like, the cast is great. The big set piece sequences they have are great. Like, I talked about the scale. There is a battle that happens in this movie that's probably the biggest battle I've ever seen. Like, it's up there with Lord of the Rings: Return of the King. Like, it's up there
Mm.
with
Damn.
any big battle Game of Thrones ever had. This takes it to the like this takes it to the 10th degree. Like, it
So
is
this was big as Dom and Scyther, huh?
this is it's massive. I've never seen anything like this on a live action. Obviously,
Star Wars don't have nothing that big to it.
for something like this, I'm trying to think of like a big battle that happened in Star Wars.
Outer space shit.
Yeah, honestly, that's more of like dog fighting, like in
Or like
space.
Clone Wars.
Clone
Like,
Wars, yeah, this mops the floor with it, in my opinion. Like, to me, the scale and like the imagery of it is insane. Like, it's
Mm,
nuts.
well,
But
Game of Thrones is a good depiction because there was a lot of shit happening on that one.
it was.
yeah, I was telling my buddy Seth that it reminded me of like a Ridley Scott film. Ridley Scott is known for these historical epics like Gladiator,
Yeah,
or
yeah, yeah.
he even did Napoleon. Like, he's known for these big battle sequences, and it's cool seeing Denis Villeneuve, who's not really known for that. He did like Blade Runner 2049, and he's
Mm-hmm.
not known for these big epic things, and it's cool seeing him
You
get
pulled
his
that
hand
shit
at that.
off.
It is, oh god, it's amazing. Check it out. Like,
All
it's
right.
really fucking good.
Next podcast, I'm gonna let you know I watched it. Okay.
Yeah, it's great. Honestly, if you can watch it in IMAX, like the best picture you can, do
Yeah.
it there. Like, I get, there was a we'll talk about it right after this, but the Shogun TV show came out, and there was a podcast that I was watching, and the guys there were talking about the Shogun series, saying, "Oh, this is it. This is why you don't have to go to theaters anymore, because a show like this is on your TV." And this is the exact checkmate of absolutely not.
Mm,
Absolutely not. Like, there is still a reason to go to theaters, and it's for
yeah.
a movie like Dune 2. Like,
Yeah,
this
didn't
Okay.
is
Shogun get like 100% on Rotten Tomatoes and hundred
when it
percent?
when it premiered. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
What
yeah.
is it streaming on?
It's Hulu. It's Hulu. But yeah, we can actually pivot directly to that.
I'm gonna watch that.
Um, so yeah, Dune 2, check it out when you get a chance. It's phenomenal. Like, James, if you guys both watch it and you want to get into like a deep dive of it, like, I'm down for that shit too, because
Okay.
Yeah,
it's
I'm gonna
really
try to
Say
fucking
watch.
good.
less.
I'm trying to watch Dune One.
Yeah,
Like it's the first time.
Dune 1 is available on. If you don't want to go through the pirate route, it's available on HBO Max, or Max. Pretty sure it's
I
just
Mm.
gotta
Max now.
send me a text message to figure out how to do this then.
Yeah. So we're gonna jump right into Shogun, the FX miniseries.
All right.
Um, so the gentleman sitting down is Hiroyuki Sanada. I'm pretty sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
he is the main actor, as well as the executive producer on the show, which is a first for him. He's never done that.
Okay.
So this show came out, I want to say 2 or 3 weeks ago, and it released with having the first two episodes available back to back, and then now it's a weekly, every Tuesday series.
Okay.
Mm.
But yeah, it takes place in the 1600s. It's the first European outside of the Portuguese that landed on Japan, and like how they deal. It has been compared to like Game of Thrones, like with a lot of the political intrigue.
Yeah.
It's not samurai that I've ever seen them depicted in American media before, because American media always have samurai as these very steadfast, devout, everything for honor type of thing.
Yeah.
And
Mm-hmm.
this gives a very more realistic of the, hey, if we do this, what if we chose to ignore those orders,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm,
maybe we could benefit ourselves a little bit more if we did this instead. The more realistic of what was actually going on between these
yeah.
shoguns and their leaders.
Cause bro, they make them sound like they the best soldiers on the planet.
Yeah.
They never defy the order.
Oh yeah, it's cool. A lot of it is very much the first couple episodes. It's very much East meets West. Like, oh,
Okay.
let's all the differences between the two, and they talk about it, and like one interaction off the top of my head is they'd ask the guy, the European, to shower again, and he's like, I showered yesterday, and he's
You
like, well, yeah,
stinking
and
bitch.
they're like, yeah, shower again. It's like, shower every day? Are you crazy? Like, and it's just shit like that. But yeah, it's a very beautiful show. It looks exactly of the period. The setting is amazing. The costumes are amazing. It's
Hmm.
phenomenal. Like, it's
Okay.
one of the best shows on TV right now, I'd say.
All right. All right. I'm gonna have to peep on
That's
this.
high
I'm gonna
claim.
watch that. I'm gonna watch that after the show now.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool. It does something like with the language a lot. So this is like just something that they did in like a behind the scenes. Like,
Hmm.
so they wrote the entire show in English, and
Okay.
then they sent that to their co-creators of the show in Japan to translate. The Japanese writers translated it, and then they sent that to an expert of the period that was an expert in
Oh, that's dope.
1600 Japan's writing. They sent it to
Yeah.
him to translate, and they sent that back to America for them to produce it. So it's literally being translated into what most likely the Japanese characters would have said and what it would have sounded like,
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
like there's the attention to detail on the show is insane, like for how
Like,
much they're doing.
ain't no
Like,
that's
way they
really
would have
good
said
then.
jive
yeah,
turkey in
yeah,
that type of
yeah.
time period. You know what I'm saying?
Like simple shit. Like they had to teach the women, like when you walk into a room, you have to walk left foot first over the wooden part directly onto the mat. And they all
Damn.
had to learn how to walk like this. They all had boot camps to learn how to be samurai. Like the again, the
Mm,
level of the attention to detail is insane.
I love this.
It's crazy.
Okay.
Uh, but yeah, we're
No
gonna
wonder it got
finish.
100.
Yeah, yeah. Like it's definitely deserves the praise that it's been getting, and
All right.
it's
All right.
crazy because not many shows from Japan hit well that much here.
Yeah.
Usually you'll get like an Asian character that does really well, but it's
Mm-hmm.
rare for damn near the whole
Whole
production is
cast. Yeah.
Japanese. So we're going to switch gears to the sad news that happened this week
God
when
damn.
everyone learned of the death of legendary manga writer Akira Toriyama, creator of Dragon Ball, Doctor Slump, Dragon Ball Z, Chrono Trigger, anime, manga, video games. He had his hand in a lot of it.
Yeah.
Guys, what were your reactions when you heard this
No, you go
news?
Oh, everybody died. Big said I'm playing, but it was. I
ahead.
was like, damn, bro, what the fuck they gonna do with Dragon Ball Z now?
Yeah,
Or Dragon Ball
yeah,
Super? It's fucked up though, because he did have a lot of good shows of me growing up on. You know what I'm saying? So I will admit that. I thought he was a lot older though. 68 to me was a little young. I said that shit.
yeah, yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
I
same.
thought I was too young too.
Yeah. But they said he had like a brain aneurysm, the bleeding of in the head or something like that.
Yeah,
So I was like, that's fucked up for sure. But he touched a lot of people though with his animes and shit like that. So I do fuck with him for that type of shit.
oh
Yeah,
But
yeah,
even if you're not a big fan of anime, you seen of his work. I say it like
oh yeah,
that.
yeah, for
yeah.
sure, for
It was
sure.
very transcendent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Throughout the years though, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
that's our whole
yeah,
childhood, basically.
Oh
for
yeah,
sure.
yeah. Yeah, this one
Man.
this one hit me hard as hell. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Like I don't keep up with anime. Like there's a couple that I'll tune in and view a little bit
Hmm.
on, but Dragon Ball Z was really the only one that I fucked with from beginning to end.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
even
yeah.
like Dragon Ball Super, like to me, I was like, okay, that's good enough for me.
Hmm.
But yeah, like hearing the news, and then I think the messed up part was that it wasn't that he had died; it was he died a week ago and we're just now releasing the news out now. It's like, oh
Oh
shit.
damn.
Yeah, that's probably family
Yeah.
saying,
Well, they
I
everybody
understand why
first.
they did it,
Yeah.
but yeah, he was huge in my childhood. Like literally, I think the day after I found the news out, I bought a bunch of Dragon Ball Z shit, because I was like, because as you grow up as a kid and you see like the stuff in like Hot Topic or FYE or wherever, and you're just like, oh, that's
Hmm.
cool, and you walk by it. Whereas like no, like that was a really big part of my childhood. I should probably have
Yeah.
something. So I bought a
hmm
couple things, but yeah,
Yeah.
it was sad news. Was not
I low key
expecting it.
almost wore one of the shirts though. I ain't gonna lie. I got one of the shirts right there, and then I got a few of his earlier seasons, like the Frieza series and the Vegeta
Right.
series on DVD.
There you go.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Rushing home after school to watch that shit every single day. That was that was the highlight of the day. I'm not
That
gonna
was
lie.
peak. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Everybody get the fuck off the TV. I'm watching my show.
yeah.
Shut up. You know, that was my show. But yeah, it's fucked up though.
The only thing that's worrisome is, like you said, the story is still continuing for
The
Dragon Ball
future of it.
Super. So, a lot of people always want to have their ideas, but if you worked with him, hopefully you do it justice so you can close it
Yeah,
out.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
If they decide to close it out. But, you
They're
know,
probably gonna
yeah,
keep it going because they
yeah.
already got that new series coming where they end up all getting younger or something from some wish
Yeah,
or some
yeah.
shit.
From what I heard, I think he was still working at the time of his death. He had his hand on like 3 or 4 different projects that they were still actively working on. So
Yeah,
I mean, like, it's not the end of seeing his stuff out there, but it's
for sure.
like you said, the long term, for his shows and characters,
Hmm.
like maybe we will see, I think Dragon Ball GT was the one where they had like
Took out.
an actual send off to Goku. Like he was like, "All right, I'll see you later," and he flew off into the sunset kind of
I
thing.
hate we
Yeah,
watched all that just for they to say it's not canon.
Yeah, yeah,
that was weird, bro. That was
yeah,
weird as
Like, it
hell.
wasn't like it
yeah,
was like 2 seasons. It was a long as like
Yeah,
200 or 300 episodes.
yeah,
Like
damn,
years worth of watching just so you say, oh yeah, this never existed.
like,
yeah.
bitch.
Like what?
But
Like
The fuck you
like
just say?
what? Yeah,
I
you
didn't
had
find
baby
out
on
it
there.
wasn't. Yeah, I didn't
Yeah,
find out it wasn't canon until years later.
He's like,
yeah,
you should have told me
Super
that by
Saiyan
at least
4.
episode 10. Like,
You feel me?
Man.
But yeah, that
not
that Super Saiyan 4 was just so fucking strong, bro.
Yeah, that was iconic transformation. Just so you say, yeah, the only thing he could do is Super Saiyan 3. And now he
yeah,
just skip forward and then go to 2 God mode.
yeah.
Hmm.
No, it's funny what you're saying about like coming, like, because I remember the same thing, like coming home from school to watch it, on Toonami or something. But it was
Yeah,
weird because like I remember my whole school watched it. Like so like my
yeah.
that's what we talked about the next day. Like, oh, did you
Hmm.
see, like Bulma had a kid. It's Trunks. Guess what? Vegeta's the dad. What? Like like
Yeah,
crazy shit at
yeah.
school. But like I remember like if you remember that show had already been out. That story had been done for
For sure.
like 8-10 years.
Hmm.
No one in our friend groups fucking bothered to look that shit up online. Like spoil it. We were like,
Yeah,
no, this is happening now.
live. My uncle almost spoiled it for me.
Oh,
He,
oh,
he
he fucked with it.
bro, Uncle Pookie, yes. Okay, on the PS PlayStation, original PlayStation, he had this the damn Dragon Ball Z game where it had Brawly, it had Super Saiyan 4, it had characters from shit that I was like, he just turned Super Saiyan today. How the fuck do his two?
you're
Like,
like,
where's
you're
this
like, this shit
fusion coming
fake.
from? You
This shit's
feel me?
fake.
Like,
Yeah, fan
how's they
made.
fusing already? This is
Yeah.
not real. And he was
Mhm.
like, oh, wait, what episode you on? I told him what happened. He was like, oh, that was done before. Wait, was you in elementary or something? I was like, oh, don't do this. Don't do this.
Yeah.
Don't tell me. He was like, oh, yeah, one day you can come over here. I'm going to just have it all laid out and have you make you read it so you'll catch up where I'm at so we can
He's
talk about it.
like a fucking prophet. You're just like, oh, the
Yeah.
holy texts.
You feel me?
That's
But I
why I
stay
be
away from
saying
his house.
when you get done reading mangas, you really sad because you just like, damn, the anime gonna take about 2-3 years to catch up to where I just got
Yeah.
done from.
Hmm.
Like
Yeah.
solo leveling, that's gonna take about 4 years. I'm
Bro, I
already
stopped
done with it.
watching it. I stopped reading the manga because I was so far ahead and the artwork is so close to the manga. I said, this is too close for me. I can't. I want to have the weekly dopamine. I'm going to just watch the anime. But
Hmm.
it's good, though. It's good.
I ain't got patience like that. I need to know.
Yeah.
I,
No,
I'm pretty
that's how
cool.
I was with like Game of Thrones. Again, not an anime,
Hmm.
but like it was like, oh, wait for the next season. It'll come out in 2 years. I'm like, fuck that. Give me them books. Snatch 'em.
Damn.
Honestly, Shogun. Like I legit bought the book, so I could catch up, and understand like all the other
Damn.
stuff. It's a good
I did not know they
adaptation.
had a book to that.
Yeah, apparently, I told my buddy Seth the same thing, and he's like, "Yeah." It's one of the greatest books of the 20th century. I was like, I didn't fucking know.
Mhm.
It's
Damn.
a book called Shogun out
See,
there.
that's what I was saying. Seth need to get on here, man. He's a wealth of knowledge.
Yeah, it's fucking
Okay.
trove.
There's
Yeah.
different
I
levels to
know.
this.
I do know the main actor of Shogun did say it was an honor to play the man that had peace for like 260 years or something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, the
But
character he plays, I forget the real life equivalent. It's like Toyashu. I don't want to fuck it up. But his character, the real life equivalent is noted as like the most successful and powerful shogun Japan ever had.
that's beautiful.
So it's like you
That's beautiful.
got to look out for his character, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Damn. I love hearing about like the shit Chadwick Boseman did where he played all of like so many historical black people. And that's good to hear. I know like in the Japan or the Asian community, when they see this, that's gonna be some, you
Oh
know,
yeah, yeah,
especially since you said they took so much attention to detail, they really in this bitch like, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
There's a lot of stuff that like we've done. Like we've done adaptations of like Seven Samurai and shit like that.
Hmm.
Asian people don't fuck with it, you know.
Yeah.
They're like ours
It
is
makes
better. Like
sense.
why are we gonna bother with yours? You know,
Yeah.
like
Mhm.
why is Keanu Reeves the head? You know, like this
Bro!
guy. You know,
Matt Damon and shit. You be like, come on,
That
y'all.
whitewashing bullshit.
Matt Damon.
Man, Last Samurai, bro, that blew me.
Hold on, Last Samurai is actually a good movie in my opinion,
A
and
white man
Hiroyuki
is the last
Sanada's in that
samurai.
too.
But the white man is the last samurai, bro.
I mean, I think it's just in that story. I don't think he was
Okay.
the last one.
They need to rename it then.
Yeah,
The last samurai in this ocean or this
yeah,
area.
the last one in this county.
You feel me?
Terrible.
No.
But yeah, we are good on time, you guys. This has been Off the Top with Eric Pearson Red. I'm one of your hosts, Eric, and joining me tonight were.
Your boy P.
And your boy Red.
All right, guys, we'll talk to you guys next week. R.I.P. Akira Toriyama.
Yeah.
Gang, gang.
Samurai Gang Gang.
Samurai gang, gang.